Hello and welcome to this two-part video series, Cracking the Challenging Class. In these videos, my colleagues and I want to share with you some practices and skills that we found helpful in working with very challenging student behaviour. Any approach we take to managing challenging student behaviour will, however, fail if we take the easy, simple, tempting and reactive approach to simply blaming the teacher or the students. It's never that simple. Whatever the reasons why a class is hard to manage or becomes difficult to manage, it can always be changed in some meaningful way and positive ways if we have no blame, non-judgmental colleague support. For example, I've worked in schools where a teacher is clearly, visibly, audibly struggling with a known challenging class, and a senior teacher, some senior teachers I should stress, come in and take over in ways that significantly diminish their colleagues' professional and personal esteem. Much like this.
Just a sec. Oh, look, you two, can you stop it, please? Look, just sit down. Reese, I don't need you to help me, thank you. Joe, listen, please, let's work with Jordan.
Joe, just turn around,
Jordan, please sit down, Jordan, in your chair.
Hey! You get back in your seat now. Get back in your seat now. I can hear you all the way down the corridor. What is going on? It's not funny. It is not funny. You go and stand over there. Stand over there now. And you can join him. It's not funny. What did you say?
Nothing, sir.
All right, just stay there. And you can get that chewing gum in the bin. In the bin now. I'll be speaking to you later. Now you settle down and get some work done. Thank you, Mr. Wire.
Let's be generous. Let's assume that the senior colleague came in and wanted to give support to the teacher who's struggling with the class. When he comes in and yells at the kids like that, the problem is it looks like the teacher's ineffective or worse, incompetent. There is a place for giving short-term colleague support in schools, but it should be an in-house protocol and it should always be used with dignity and care. Perhaps like this.
Sit down, Jordan, please. Oliver, stop doing that. Just sit down, please. Jordan, please sit down. Matthew, I need you to look this way.
All right, excuse me, class. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry to bother you, Mr. Wire. I wonder if I could borrow one or two students, please.
Take as many as you like.
Okay. Joe, come with me, thanks. And Matt, come with me, thanks. Come with me, thanks.
You got a special job for us, sir?
Yeah, real special.
Okay, right, now we were talking about earthquakes earlier on, weren't we? And we're trying to understand why earthquakes happen.
Anytime we give support like this to a colleague, it's essential afterwards to debrief with the colleague over a cup of tea and ask the obvious questions. How often, how long, who are the ringleaders, what have you done so far, and is there anything we can do immediately to give support beyond the class situation? But it's also helpful to set up some longer-term mentoring, to ask the teacher if they'd be willing to work together with a colleague, to work with the students and try to get a fresh start going. Later in the video we'll be looking at how this fresh start process operates. The key though to all of this is no blame colleague support and not having that attitude that says I don't have any problem with 8D, 9C or 10E. So colleague support in the fresh start process is absolutely crucial.
I don't know how you're getting on with Year 9 at the moment, but I mean, the last 3-4 weeks for me has been a real struggle. It's getting worse by the week, really.
When colleagues feel supported, rather than judged, they're more likely to benefit from any colleague support that's offered. However, when some colleagues say, I don't have a problem with 7E, 9B, 10E, they may be grandstanding. They may actually, however, be telling the truth, but it doesn't help the colleague who's struggling with those classes. He's there or not. I mean, what I'm hoping is that we can get that 70% of students, irrespective of whether Matt or Joe's there, to be a thoughtful and responsible group of kids. And I think the possibility of this fresh start gives those kids a voice, that silent majority. Well, I'd be happy to come in and run it with you.